I put on a sports coat to defend Jaren Jackson Jr. Jaren Jackson Jr. is the best defender on the best defensive team in the league. The team that has the number one defensive rating in the league. The team that allows, all right, you know, teams not to score on them. All right. It's actually pretty remarkable what they're capable of doing. This is a team that is number one in opponent field goal percentage, which means teams score the least efficient against them in the league. And Jaren Jackson Jr. has been called fraud, his defensive stats. The man that's averaging 3 blocks a game just had a 5 block game. He's a fraud now. And I'm here to defend my man, Jaren Jackson Jr., because he's not a fraud. There is arguably only one other center in the league. Yeah, arguably only one other center in the league. Maybe two. Bam Adebayo and Evan Mobley that can do what Jaren Jackson Jr. Jaren Jackson Jr. can guard point guards. Jaren Jackson Jr. can guard shooting guards. Jaren Jackson Jr. can guard wings and power forwards. Jaren Jackson Jr. can guard centers. There's only Bam Adebayo or Evan Mobley can arguably do that, and I don't think they can do it as at a high level as Jaren Jackson Jr. Yes, Jaren Jackson Jr. has the benefit of playing on such a good defensive team that has Dillon Brooks, that in any other year, Dillon Brooks would also be a top 5 defensive player of the year candidate. This is also a team that has so many defensive guys on here. Like, when I mean so many guys, Jaren Jackson Jr., okay, Steven Adams, Xavier Tillman, Brandon Clark, John Conchar, all good defenders. All good defenders, okay? And even Santi Aldama, in my opinion, is a pretty decent defender. So, with that being said, Jaren Jackson Jr. is not a fraud when it comes to his defensive play. Even if you don't like the guy, I just think it's blasphemy that people are truly suggesting that this is a guy that is being, like, seriously being considered a fraud as a defensive player, which I just think is just so rude, and people are not actually, like, considering what he's doing is legit and that it's stat. And I forget who was the guy who came out in a tweet today, but I actually have it in my group chat. I have it in my group chat with my friends right here with the NBA show group chat. So let me put it right here. Kirk Goldsberg thread, the JJ Files. I just watched all of Jaren Jackson Jr.'s 66 blocks in Memphis this season. Here are his findings. 1, Jaren Jackson Jr. might be the top rim protector on earth. Of the 66 blocks, at least 60 are clearly blocked. 3 to 5 are questionable, and 2 are sus. So, right there, like, I mean, I think that's more just NBA officiating. NBA refs suck. It's clear, and they're the problem in the game. They don't know how to call a basketball game. So, for me, I just think there lies a big problem in all of this. But Jaren Jackson Jr. is showing that he is him, and I just wanna get rid of this Jaren Jackson Jr. disrespect that is going on that I think is nowhere near deserved, and it's only happening because people are just trying to find a reason to discredit the Memphis Grizzlies. In my opinion, they're just trying to find a reason not to believe in them, which I think is disappointing. Wouldn't you want to cheer in this for this team? This is a team that I think encompasses a lot of people, the swagger, the mentality, the youngness, the belief. Like, I don't get why you wouldn't want to cheer for this team, and I just feel like this is just a blatant attempt by people just to discredit the Memphis Grizzlies, in my opinion. So, for me, that's where we're at right now, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Tonight, 5 blocks for Jaren Jackson Jr. in this game. This is a game that if it wasn't for Jaren Jackson Jr., the Memphis Grizzlies would have lost, okay, against Indiana. They would have lost if he didn't come out here. 5 blocks to steal. Also, the other thing is, he's dropping almost 17 points a night. Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about that. And I think that's one of the craziest parts for me is that they really are acting as if he isn't doing this. And so for me, I think that's the most disrespectful part, is the fact that people are acting like it's just not Jaren Jackson Jr. doing this. So for me, I just think that's ridiculous, and it just goes to show the way that people are treating him is just not fair. So let me hear your guys' thoughts. Maybe I'm just wrong and I don't know anything, but I do want to hear your guys' thoughts. Is this something that you guys believe, that Jaren Jackson Jr. is just being, a product of people being legit just being idiots? So, bye.